Okay, so I'm going to be explaining to you your figurative language project. You're going to be doing this in place of all of the assignments that we're doing in class this week, as well as your test. So you will not be taking a test. Your test grade will be for this project. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining to you the different elements of this project and how you're going to create it. But before I even get into that, I'm going to tell you what your first step is after you're done watching this video. Your first step is to go to this figurative language slideshow link. It's going to take you to here, and I want you to read through this one time. You do not have to take any notes. You can use this as a reference if you need to throughout your project, but I just want to make sure that you understand all the different types of figurative language before you begin creating projects about them. So I'd like you to just go through this slideshow. It talks about the difference between literal and figurative, which is very important when it comes to figurative language. And then it goes through similes, metaphors, personification, hyperbole, idiom, and onomatopoeia. And those are the different types of figurative language that we're going to be working on for this unit. So before you even start any projects, I want you to go through this slideshow one time to make sure you understand everything. So your project actually contains a lot of mini projects. So I'm going to talk about this Google Sites here in a second. So I want to direct you to this figurative language menu. What you're going to be doing is choosing one item from each category on the menu to complete. So you're going to be doing 5 mini projects total, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go through this menu with you together and talk about the different options that you will have to choose from. So appetizer, you're going to choose one of these appetizers to complete. You can either write a letter to a friend using and defining at least 4 kinds of figurative language, similar to Lemony Snicket, kind of how he would, give you a vocab word and then use a vocab word and then give you the definition. You'll be doing that in a letter to your friend, but with figurative language. Or you can write a letter to the principal of the new middle school asking for something of your choice to be in the new building, like a Taco Bell, or if you want a new swimming pool in the building, that's fine, up to your choice, obviously school appropriate. And you're going to use 4 types of figurative language to persuade them in your letter. So you're going to choose one of those options to complete for your appetizer. Then you're going to choose one of these items for your drink. Obviously, this is all food related with the menu because I'm obsessed with food. You're going to choose one of these items. You're going to either create a picture dictionary for these terms, and they're the different types of figurative language, or you can make a set of flashcards on Quizlet for each type of figurative language and link that to your project as well. For a picture dictionary, all that pretty much means is give the definition, maybe an example, and then a picture to go along with it. So you can choose which one of those you would like for your drink. Then for your side dish, you are going to choose from one of those 3 options, either writing a poem with 4 types of figurative language and illustrating the meaning of each, write a short story that includes those 3 types of figurative language, or interview a figurative language of your choice and write the transcript of that interview. That could be pretty cool if you chose that option. Entree, you'll choose one of these. Either choose 2 poems using multiple types of figurative language and compare the themes and meanings. Write a one-scene play that shows personification at least 3 times, or that shows personification at least 3 times. Fix that. Or create 3 memes, each using their own type of figurative language. Again, I have a feeling you'll have fun with that one if that's what you choose. And then finally, dessert, you'll choose one of these options. Write 3 math story problems using a different kind of figurative language in each problem. So say you might write a problem using a simile, using an idiom, and then using a hyperbole. It's up to you. Compose your own song lyrics that include those types of figurative language, or write 3 jokes or puns using one kind of figurative language in each. So again, maybe you want to write a joke that uses a metaphor, and then another joke that uses personification. They just have to be different. Okay? So again, you're going to be creating 5 mini projects total, but as you can see, a lot of them will not take you very long, but they're just a creative way for you to interact with the content. Okay? So again, you'll be choosing 1 appetizer, 1 drink, 1 side dish, 1 entree, and 1 dessert for your projects. Now, you are going to be putting all of those projects into one location, and that's going to be a Google site. Google Sites are so fun and easy to use. Like I said, it has you put all of your information in one place that's very visually appealing, like I said, user friendly, and I'm going to show you how to do that here. So you're going to go to your Drive, we'll go to New, More, and then Google Sites. It's going to create your Google site for you. And like I said, Google Sites allows you to customize a lot of things, and I'm going to show you how to do those here in that video. So it'll take you to your home page. You can change the title, so maybe you want to put, figurative language project, totally up to you. Your site name, obviously give that a title, okay? And this is going to be your home page. So maybe on this home page, you would have here a description of what's going to be included. In my project, I'm going to have a short story, song lyrics, 3 jokes, whatever you ended up choosing for your mini projects on your home page. And again, you're going to be having different pages for each of the different projects. So to add a page, you'll click the pages up here, go to the arrow, and then you'll be able to title your page however it fits for your project. So let's say for my drink, I chose to do a Quizlet. So I might title this one Quizlet. Done. Let's say for my appetizer, I'm going to write a letter to my friend. I'll add a new page, and I'm going to title it Letter to Friend, okay, etc. And you can change the order of these as well for whatever you'd like them to be. Obviously, after this uploads, there we go. You can duplicate the page. You can make this your home page, all of that stuff. We're going to keep it, and we're going to move it. I want that to be in the order how it would be for my projects. So letter to friend. Here's my letter to friend page. You can customize this even more if you go to themes. Right now you can see it's a simple theme. You can change it to whatever you want it to be. Like I said, you can even customize it more with the colors that you want. For your home page, you can change the image behind the header. So let's say, I don't know, I want the typewriter for my letter. You can do that as well. And like I said, it kind of adjusts it on its own based on the image that you choose, which is really cool. You can even change the font style. So maybe I want it more classic with my typewriter and my letter to friend. It's totally up to you to customize it however you wish. Okay, so you'll make all of your pages for your different mini projects. Now I'm going to show you how to add things to those pages. So you'll go to the Insert tab. To add text, you'll click text box and it'll pop up right here. You can type, your letter directly right into here. So let's say I'm going to type it to my friend. Dear Emily, I am so happy to be writing to you. Whatever, finish off the rest of your letter. You can change it if you only want it to be a certain amount, take up a certain amount on the page, and you can add pictures or other text box here next to it if you want. You can also change from normal text, you can make these titles or headers. You can bold it, italicize it, different things like that. If you go over here to the palette, you can make the background color, gray. Depending on your theme, you can make it different colors. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to leave it regular for now, but it lets you customize that as well. You can also add images, which I'm going to show you here. So if you want to add images, let's say, here, we'll do this together. Let's say we were going to make a picture dictionary. Okay, so we're going to make a picture dictionary. Again, you could change this to whatever you want it to be. Let's say we add simile and we make that a title. And then underneath, I might write, what a simile is. A comparison of two things using like, as, or sometimes than. Okay. You can do your example and write a sentence using a simile, whatever. Then if you want to add a picture next to it, I tend to make the text box move a little bit that way. You can insert an image. So I'm going to select from the internet, and you can do whatever image you need. I'm just going to upload a smiley face. Look how cute that is, just to kind of show you how this works. So it would go right next to it, but you can also click and drag if you want it to take up, a space down here on its own. It's totally up to you. You just kind of click and drag wherever you need that image to go. Look how happy that little face is. You can also, oops, sorry. It's not working. Okay. You can also upload things directly from your drive. So let's go back to our letter to a friend. Let's say instead of typing your letter directly on here, you wanted to type it on a Google Doc. You can do that, and you can link that Google Doc and embed it right here into your project, and I'm going to show you how. So what you would do is you'd go to Insert, from Drive, and let's say you already had your letter typed, I'm just going to choose something, random from my Drive. So here's my, open house letter that I had. I'll just add that in. Okay. It'll pop in right here. Now you can make this bigger if you'd like, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when you publish it in real life, because you really don't have to make that any bigger. It's going to show you the full thing when you publish it regardless. So you can say you want to use, Google Doc or a Google Slide or something else to create your project and add it right in here. You can. You would just click from Drive. So let's say you want to see what your website looks like while you're making it. You could just go up to this little eyeball preview, and it'll show you what your website would look like once it's published. So you can go back and forth from your different tabs, your home page, your letter to a friend, your picture dictionary, say you had your link to your Quizlet here, which is really cool. You can do that all as well. But take a look at letter to friend. Like I said, if you chose to put your Google Doc into your website, it has it right here, embedded fully into the website so that I could go right on your website and see exactly what your letter was all right here. So that's a really cool feature of Google Sites. So you don't have to type your letter on Google Sites or whatever, your short story, whatever you choose to do. You can do it on a separate doc, but then just upload it and embed it here into your site so it's all in one place, which is really cool. Okay, and then you just press the X to get out of the preview. So you're going to have, like I said, all 5 of your projects up here. So you should essentially have a home tab and then 5 other tabs or pages that include your mini projects. Again, whatever you tend to choose from these lists. Okay. This is going to be due Friday, November 16th for 25 points. This is what you're going to be doing in class. So yes, you can work on it outside of class at home or during Pride time, but I don't want you going home the first day and finishing it all up, because then you're going to come to class and not have anything to do. This is what I'm having you do, like I said, in place of all the assignments and tests that we're doing here in class. So keep that in mind. I would say, by Thursday night or Wednesday night, if you're like, wow, I still have a lot to do, definitely do it at home or during Pride time. But it will be due when you come into class on Friday for 25 points. When you are done with your website, so say you finish it, all of your projects are on here, you will go to publish, okay? And then it's going to ask you to create a web address. So this is what it's going to be at the beginning. What you add will appear down here at the end. So say I'm just going to have it be Miss M Project. All right, you'll see it'll end up down here. Then you'll click publish. And that's how you're going to be able to share your link with me now that it's published. I believe it might be here. Yeah, so you'll share it here with others. Or no, this is for me to edit it. Here, copy published site link. So that's what you'll do. You would just copy the link, and then you'll email it to me or upload it to the assignment on Google Classroom. I'm actually going to have you upload it to the assignment on Google Classroom, so don't email it to me. You can add the link right there to the assignment on Google Classroom, and then I'll be able to see your website with all of your mini projects for figurative language. Okay, so like I said, throughout this week, I'm going to be working with the other students on the different types of figurative language, but you are always more than welcome to ask me any questions. Pride time would be a really good time to come see me with any questions so you can have more one-on-one help with me. But other than that, good luck, do your best. Again, make sure you're turning in your best work and putting in all your effort, because this project is in place of your test grade. Okay, like I said, let me know